Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time? SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all offseason. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Slips through the line, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll leave it with him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. He'll try to do it himself. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down. Arizona runs out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The give to the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Off play action on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Godet. Unloads to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game, Dave.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Yeah, big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. That is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout. So you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Godet. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
6th play of the drive coming up. He'll just keep slinging it. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Bama.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Hawaii came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Honolulu had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
First down for this offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
After the misfire, now on second down. Here we go. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And the ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. The Tide will get the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
It's first down from the 11. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking for space. It's Daniels. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Godet. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He makes a grab. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a 1st down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. A 1st down for the offense. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Floats it out in space. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and 1. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. First priority is to take care of the ball here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner is stopped. Tide offense rolls onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are...
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Godet. Intercepted. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Arizona. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick-6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
Arizona Wildcats will take over 1st and 10.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Going up top on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Tie game here early in the second half, and offensively you're hoping to get something going, but after that incompletion it kind of kills all of your momentum. This quarterback is really going to have to lock in here for the rest of this game if they're going to win.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires tears into traffic. It's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Here comes that Alabama offense. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
Hey, whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Back to pass, it's Godet. They're trying to get to it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Now on second down. They'll go to the ground. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Touch pass on the run. Discards a man. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
This time he's got it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his big tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Back to throw, it's Godet. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. The 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score Arizona 14, Alabama 7.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy game. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Movement here from the tight end. Looking for a man. It's Godet. Gets it out fast. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Caught in the backfield. It's Stroud. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. 4th down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
I tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive, now trying to put this game in a good situation.
Looking to the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field, score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Okay. This is like watching paint dry. What are you doing?
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. A little release to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Brings it in down the left side. Running toward the tape. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 7 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll run play action. Makes his connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking for a man. It's Godet. Throws to the wideout. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And here comes the offense on second down. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice